Set him up on one of the horses' backs or the mule's backs.
We'll ask him.
Just set him up there and let him hold on to their mane. And he don't have to take him out and walk him, just to let him see.
Well, I'll ask Bobby.
Mm-hmm. And because his mules are very...
Very calm.
They're not rough. They didn't ride them or anything. And they got some horses down there, too.
And the kangaroo.
The camel. What, she have a buffalo now?
A buffalo, a llama, miniature horses, goats.
And kangaroos.
Kangaroo, wallaby.
Mm-hmm. And all them cats and dogs. Let him say, if they don't, Tanya, he'll be afraid of all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And let him be a boy. I tell you, it bothers me. But see, he goes to daycare, comes home, and Tracy's worked hard all day. And time she gets them something to eat, and get their baths and everything, she's wore out herself. And
he's not.
See, he's just kind of like housed up all the time. Now he's got all kinds of toys and things to play with, and puzzles and books and everything else. But Tanya, he's a boy.
He needs to get outside.
Makes a difference. Boys love the outside.
Well, so did I.
And I'd just give anything if he lived close to us. I don't know what to do for Janet, because Janet's blood pressure, but Tanya, if he was where he could do that, he wouldn't be so hyper.
You think?
No, I don't think he would. Mm-mm.
Just let him out here.
Okay, he just don't know what to do with himself.
Let him run.
Yes, let him out here where he can run. Oh, you have to do that. And see, Timothy now, they don't live out with him, but his daddy's there, and they take him, and he goes and sees all this stuff.
Yeah, and he plays a lot of sports.
And plays sports, and then he's like his daddy. He loves music.
Yes.
And he do all those things, but I feel sorry for Alex. I do. I just feel so sorry for that little fella. And when they was here, he got real stubborn and acted ugly with Trace. Did you hear that morning?
No, I heard about it.
You did. Tanya, I could kick myself.
Why?
For not asking Tracy to let him come sit in my lap a few minutes.
I don't think that would have stopped it.
Tanya, if you talk to a child and explain to it, you can gain a whole lot. I know from experience.
No, you had quite a few kids.
If I'd have said, come over here, let him come sit in my lap, I would have talked to him and told him that wasn't the way for little boys to act, and he hurt Mama's feelings. And
guilt trip.
after I talked with him, I'd say, now, why don't you go over there and get up Mama's lap and hug her and tell her you're sorry. Tanya, that would have done more good to him than anything, for I've experienced it too many times.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. My goodness. I could talk to Bobby. Well, I could talk to Bobby. Mikey is one. Janet, much better than if they spanked them or made them sit in a chair or something that way.
How about Carolyn?
Huh?
How about Carolyn?
Oh, yes. I forget about Carolyn. She's never around. And, yes, I could do more with them if they just set them down and talk to them and explain to them, bring them to their thoughts. They have to. It's much better. Bobby told Michael that he said, I'd he'd rather Mama would give me a spanking than to talk to me. See, he's getting next to him when I did. But I done very little spanking.
Really?
With all four of them. Very little.
I bet they deserved it, though.
And Gil didn't whip on them either.
Really?
And when he did, they just maybe not mind completely and do just what he had told them not to do. He did that one time, and he gave them both a good spanking.
Who got spanked the most?
What?
Who got spanked the most?
Well, now that was as bad as it. No, Gil didn't spank on the other.
Who was in trouble the most?
Oh, Tanya, there wasn't none of them.
Really?
No, sir. But when they was little and housed up, I read to them a lot. And they would sit on one chair, on the other. When Mike was little and he'd lay in my lap and take his Bible, and the chair rocked. I could rock it. They'd sit up there if I'd read to them. They loved for me to read to them. And I read a lot to them. Told them Bible stories. And I read my Bible every day, and they'd sit down and be quiet when we'd have our Bible reading. They knew to do that. Oh, Joe, but I didn't work on public work. Gone all day from them.
Yeah.
No. I never. And they're just sassy. They weren't sassy children.
Not at all?
No, that was the one thing that we wouldn't have had.
There's a smart mouth.
But they didn't. No, I never had a lot of trouble with my children when they was growing up. They was pretty good children. I don't say they didn't do things they shouldn't at times, but they was good children. One time, Janet wanted, so I had a metal dish cabinet, you've seen them, and the shelves was there. And I had that in my kitchen and my dishes in it.
Uh-oh.
And there was something up on the top shelf that she wanted, and instead of her asking for it, she tried to climb up on them steps, and when she got on the second step, it bucked that way. Well, here comes this out.
Oh no.
I was in the other room. I didn't know she's yet there doing that. I run it. Tiny Swart had to kill her. Swart had to hit her in the head. And she could have turned that whole thing over.
Oh yeah.
And I picked her up. It knocked her down. And I picked her up, seen she wasn't hurt. And I said, "What was you trying to do?" And she wanted, was something up on the top that she wanted, glass or something. But I had the office mess.
It break all your dishes?
Oh, it broke a whole lot of them. I had more nice bakeware, like pie plates
Oh.
and stuff like that. It's ever broke every one of them.
Well, that bitch.
See, I had them down on the lower shelves because of the weight.
Yeah.
But the Tanya, I was so thankful that he didn't come all over on her.
She got lucky.
It could have killed her. When I heard that crash,
Didn't knock sense into
I run
her?
in the other room. And we was living up there, part of Miss Perry's house, and Galt was tending her land and milking cows and everything. And she come in to see him. Of course, it made such a noise to see what the matter. Sorry. She looked her over good, too. We didn't see no scratch places. But
All your dishes.
I really had them to clean up. But she didn't try that no more.
She didn't?